Welcome back. Many of you remember the story of World War II veteran Paul Shealy. Sadly, he passed away this morning at 98 years old. Just last year, he was awarded a Quilt of Valor by 6 News reporter Barry Roy. The two formed an incredible friendship, and tonight Barry says goodbye to a war hero and a man that lived his life to the fullest.
I'm only 97.
Only?
Yeah.
So young.
Well, yeah.
Let me tell you about my friend Paul.
There may be snow on the roof, but still a little fire in the furnace.
Funny, sarcastic, witty.
We were fighting on a section on Baton before we fell.
A war hero who died Tuesday morning sitting in his favorite chair in Montgomery, Texas. Paul Shealy was born in 1922 and joined the military at the age of 17, following the footsteps of his father, who served in World War I.
They took all of our white uniforms and put them in coffee.
Paul loved to tell stories.
One time we was taking a Lister bag full of water.
I first met him in May 2019 for a story about his time in World War II, where he spent 3.5 years as a prisoner of war.
I was one of the unfortunate ones. I become a guest of the Emperor.
A 2-hour interview about his service to our country in multiple wars spawned a friendship like none I've ever experienced before.
We are honoring Paul Shealy. He is a World War II veteran. He is also a prisoner of war. We're honoring him with a Quilt of Valor.
Just over a year ago, I had the honor of nominating Paul for a Quilt of Valor, a hand-stitched quilt made specifically for him because he was touched by war.
The shotgun went off.
I knew it then, just as I do now, that my life would never be the same without him.
You're married too?
No, my wife is.
Oh, okay.
For the last 15 months, this war hero became a friend I'd meet for lunch, I'd spend time with in his home, and who would impart on me his knowledge and wisdom. He didn't have a hateful bone in his body, just a love for his dear wife, Sue, in the United States of America, a country he tried to fight for again during Desert Storm. Paul was always quick with a joke.
If it's for me, tell her yes.
The funniest man in the room at all times, he lived his life to please others, never forgetting the power of a smile, as he pointed out last year in my first sit-down with him.
You got it. See there? That's the only way to do it. If you see someone without a smile, give them yours.
Incredible story, Barry Roy. Thank you for doing that. Mr. Shealy will be missed, and we want to thank him for his service to our country. 98 years old.